It's the 6th of June 1920. A new election means that moderate parties only have 45% of seats in the new Reichstag. Extreme left parties had around 20%, and extreme right parties also held around 20%. It's not looking good. In fact, for most of the 1920s, moderate parties struggled to form majority coalitions, whilst being attacked by extremists from both sides. January 1919, the Spartacist Revolt. Let's step back another 2 years, December 1918. Germany's Communist Party was first set up, the KPD. The KPD were backed by the Soviet Union, so they were well funded. It wasn't long before they had 33 daily newspapers and 400,000 members, posing a serious threat to the moderate parties in power. One key group of KPD supporters were the Spartacist League, consisting of extreme socialists from the USPD, an independent socialist party based in Berlin. The Spartacist League named themselves after the head of the slave revolt in ancient Rome, Spartacus. Their leaders were Rosa Luxemburg, also known as Red Rosa, and Karl Liebknecht. So fast forward a month. It's the 4th of January 1919. Chancellor Ebert makes a bad move. He decides to sack Emil Eichhorn, the chief of police in Berlin. Eichhorn is popular with workers, thus thousands of workers take to the streets in protest. The Spartacists see an opportunity. This is a chance to undermine the government. They call for an uprising and a general strike in Berlin. It works! On the 6th of January, 100,000 workers take to the streets in protest, managing to take over the government's newspaper and telegraph offices. This is terrible news for the government. There's a moment's panic. The German armed forces are weak from the war. They weren't strong enough to put down the revolt alone. Luckily, Ebert had an idea. Back in November 1918, thousands of soldiers had been released from the army, returning home to Germany, but keeping their weapons. Many soldiers were right-wing, with strong opposition to the communists. Ebert ordered Reichswehr officers to organise these soldiers into Freikorps units, paramilitary groups. By March 1919, the Freikorps numbered around 250,000 men. As the revolt grows, Ebert turns these Freikorps on the rioters. Most of the workers are unarmed, rendering no match for the Freikorps. By the 13th of January, the rebels have finally been driven off the streets. 3 days later, on the 16th of January, Luxemburg and Liebknecht, the leaders of the Spartacist League, are caught and arrested by Freikorps, meeting their gruesome ends. Liebknecht is arrested and shot, whilst Luxemburg is struck on the head with a rifle butt, shot in the head, and her body dumped in a canal. For the moment, the communist rebellion had been suppressed. January 1919, the Spartacist Revolt. Thanks for watching. It would also be appreciated if you took the time to click that subscribe button, and like the video too, presuming you enjoyed it.